Hey everyone, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Looks like you can hear me. One second, I'll just invite you in a second, Carrie. Oh, just one second, guys. Let me know if you can hear me. I should. I'm going to invite Carrie now. Carrie, are you on? We have got the girls from the group today on the panel. Evening, Carrie.
Hello.
I
Hi.
hope she can hear me. Can you hear me? Hey. Can you hear me okay?
How's everybody doing? Yes,
I've
I
just
hear you.
joined myself. Yep, they can all hear us. Am I on a delay or something? I think we're probably on a delay, Carrie.
Probably.
Where's Debbie? We're waiting for Debbie to come on as well. Just one second.
Okay.
So, guys, we're just going to wait for a few more people to come in. Hold on, I think that might be Debbie. No? How are you, Carrie?
I am hot.
Is it, what time is it where you are?
It is about 2:10 and it is 112 degrees outside.
I would literally cook. I would fry in that. There's no chance I wouldn't be able to breathe.
That's where we're at right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't handle that heat. Debbie, you on? Oh, I think maybe
Yeah,
she's
it's
possibly going to the group. Oh, just going to set up my little spot here. How is everybody in the chat this evening? Oh, let me just grab my stuff. Get my shit. Get me. I've got to try not to swear on this live. I don't know how that's going to go, but we'll give it a go. If anybody wondering who Carrie is, Carrie has been following this case for a long time. She is one of my subs. She is also in one of my groups as a moderator. She sometimes gives me information that I didn't know, and I know there's a live actually that you watched not long ago. Was there, Carrie? And we're going to get into that in a little bit. This live that you were talking about. I want to just address a few things first, though. So we'll wait for Debbie to get on.
yes. Okay.
So I can. Right, Deb, have you got that? Are you coming on, Deb? And Erin, do you want to find out where Erin is? I wonder if we have a Nate in the chat. Maybe he's not going to pipe up and say anything, but let's hope he is. I would not want Nate to miss this.
Yeah.
That was the chair. And I don't mean the Watts neighbours Nate either. I'm not talking about that Nate.
No, different Nate.
Different Nate. Angry Nate.
Yes.
Mr. I'm going to blackmail you, Nate. So yeah, I'm just going to address this now then. So
Has
why
he
you
called,
guys,
has he called your mom yet?
sorry, say that again.
Has he called your mom yet?
No, he hasn't actually, but I'm waiting. I think it wasn't my mom. He was
Sorry,
gonna
go
tell it.
ahead.
It was he was saying it wasn't my mom. Well, it wasn't my mom. He did actually say he was gonna run back and tell Sandra, Shanann's mom. That's what he said.
Yes.
But like, why, Doug? Why go through the middleman? I spoke about Nicole, so send it to Nicole. Nicole's a grown woman. She can argue her own battles. She don't need Sandra to be stepping in every little comment someone says on the internet. Do you know what I mean? Sandra ain't got time for that.
No,
Oh,
she's
dear.
got her own things that she needs to deal with. She's had a
Exactly.
lot.
Imagine you. She has to run around fighting everybody's arguments that has an opinion on the internet. Just leave the poor woman to her cooking channel. She's doing great things.
Right, and then she, of course, decided to shut down, and who knows where it's gonna go from there. Hopefully, it's just a hiatus, though.
Yeah, they can come. I hope they're screen recording this one. Let's see, I'm just trying to light my lighter. Are you in, Deb?
I'm here.
She's here. She's here. I'm going to quickly just address this, Nate. So, guys, yeah, some of you may have seen it. Some of you may not have seen it. A couple of weeks ago, I went live. I had probably 1 or 2 glasses of wine, whatever. And I kind of expressed how I feel about NK, and in the comments, it's obviously a pattern because I wasn't the only one that noticed it, and there was a few comments, agreeing with what I was saying and stuff. And I just want to put it out there. I think what she did was a wonderful thing. I'm just going to say what I said back then a few weeks ago for the people that didn't hear it. I'm going to say it for the ones in the back that never heard it and they think that they can blackmail me with it. So I'm going to say it again, guys, just so you can hear it. And I haven't had a drink. I personally feel that NA is a beautiful person for what she did. I think what she did was amazing. Without her, God knows what would have happened. But her behavior since and the way she treats people who buy Thrive and the people that don't buy Thrive, the way she treats them is a bit odd and it stands out to a lot of people, not just me. And that was really what I was trying to get across. And I did say that. I did say that she cries. She cries a lot about what she's been through, which is fair enough. I understand that. But then as soon as she's done crying, which, she turns it off in a second, it's like, but come and buy Thrive. You're either doing a live because you're upset or you're doing a live because you want to sell your Thrive. Just don't mix it in. Otherwise, people are going to talk about it. And that was my opinion. And I expressed it. A lot of people, they didn't like it. A lot of people did like it, but that's my opinion. And we've all got one. We're all entitled to it. And that's it. I am just going to leave it at that. That's what I said. And yeah, I still stand by it, guys. I'm sorry. Some of you may not agree. Some of you will agree.
I do agree.
Hey. I don't
I
know where one
agree
of
that
them mods
everybody
is.
is definitely entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah. I hear opinions every single day that I don't agree with, but I'll move on. I'll get over it. That's my opinion. It doesn't mean I'm going to run around the internet and start back, trolling people or bringing them misery. I got an opinion. I expressed it. That was the end of it. Well, it was the end of it until Nate came along and said that he had screen recorded what I said and he was going to send it to Sandy. And I'm like, well, just go ahead, send it to Nicole. Why are you going to send it to Sandy for? I didn't say nothing about Sandy. I didn't say nothing about her family. I said it about Nicole. So send it to Nicole.
Exactly.
Right.
But no. So that was that's what I wanted to address. And yeah, I just thought I'd get it out there, say what I need to say, and that's it now. I'm not gonna drag it out. But a lot of people agreed with me in that chat. A lot of people have seen it. A lot of people, they've seen that kind of behavior and it stands out. I'm not the only person that noticed it, so I can't be wrong. I could be wrong, but a lot of us have that same opinion. Hi Mia, hi
Right.
Joan, hi Kirsty, hi Harv. Just catching up with the comments. It is messed up, Joan. So Debo, how have you been getting on?
Okay, thank you.
I know you're doing some stuff over on your channel. You're covering the Sophie something case, aren't you?
Yeah. The Sophie Toscan Duplantier or something. She's
Okay.
French.
But he got found guilty at one. He got found guilty in France. Did he get found guilty in France, but not found guilty in Ireland?
Yeah. The case at first was on trial in Ireland, and he was found not guilty. But then the family sort of took it on in France because they're from France, and they basically won the trial, and he was found guilty. But Ireland won't extradite him out there because they found him not guilty. So he's got to stay there now. Otherwise, if he goes to France, he'll be sent down for like 25 years.
Oh no,
Quite
that's croissants off the menu.
kind of mad, that, isn't it?
Ain't it? Yeah, crazy. You heard about that case, Carrie?
No, actually, I hadn't heard about that one. I'll have to look into that one.
You're too busy in this one.
It drops on Netflix on the 30th, so.
So who's seen the Lifetime
I'll look for it.
documentary? I haven't got to watch it yet.
I did.
What did you think of it?
Rubbish.
Fair enough. Was Chrissy on there? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just jabbering really about how she thinks Chris is innocent and.
What?
Yeah.
Really? I'm sure she was telling AD that he was disgusting. And I'm sorry that was in a video I saw somewhere else. What is that? You know, there's a channel, they're going after AD, and do you know what? They've done amazing. The videos, I think, is it Justice, True Crime, something like that. There's a few of them, and they are doing amazing what they're doing, weeding this AD out.
Oh, brilliant. It's about time.
Yeah, serious. Carrie, what do you make of the shit show with AD?
His Blue channel is shut down right.
Is it shut down?
Oh, he is a shit show. And I do know his Blue. Yeah, his Blue channel was shut down, I know, as of just a couple days ago still.
Oh, of course, yeah, because he went over to the other channel for a week, didn't he?
Yep.
I'm so glad that I'm so glad that they're intelligent enough to go after him.
Don't have a very...
Go on, Carrie.
Yes, conspiracies go out the window when there's proof and it can be proven. That's quite different.
Yeah, I mean, anybody can add a few pixels to a photo, can't they? You know, anybody. The technology now these days that you can add anything to a photo. You can take anything away from a photo. And, you know, it's them pixels that's got everybody fixated on his train. You know, it's that photo that he obviously edited, or, you know, and if you didn't see it, then you're just stupid. So you're kind of emotionally blackmailed into seeing something that's not really there. And you know what? It's about time that he was brought down. I'm so glad that these channels are doing it and getting him off YouTube. That's exactly what it is, Joe. And the family asking
if you
so
really
many
go
times.
back.
Go on, Carrie.
Yep. Yes, and if you actually go back and really review the footage, you know, I went down that rabbit hole for a little bit, thinking that was NK coming out the garage first. But when you see him a little later on, after he's backed that pickup in, and he's walking alongside of the truck, he's got the same white shoes on, and it's definitely him in that portion of the video where he's beside the truck. So that matches what came out at the beginning. I'm not saying anything about the other stuff. I'm simply saying on that.
Well, I can say something about the other stuff.
I know for a fact. Yeah.
I know 100%. I know. I watched the live that AD did, and he made a big whole circus about the shadows. He told us, if you can't see those shadows, then you're bloody stupid. That's what the man did. But now fast forward a year, and he's trying to tell people that Shanann went out the back of the house, and the girls weren't alive. I don't know. Like, he's just come up with so many different theories, and it blows that one theory of the shadows out of the water for him. I've watched that video again recently, and I see shadows, and I don't see any NK. I don't see NK. I don't see anybody else. I see Chris. That's it. I just see Chris.
Yes.
You know, as Joan in the comments saying, you know, the family has asked him to stop, and it's the more they ask him to stop, the more he goes on. the more he comes up with more elaborate stories. It's a big joke to him. Like, if a family is crying out to you and asking you, please, please stop, why are you still going on? You can't keep talking about you want justice for
Right.
Shanann when you are treating Shanann's family the way you're treating them. You're allowing your trolls to go over to her channel and, and, and mock her and, you know, lay into her and say disgusting things about her family. Don't people think that she is the one person in the world that wants justice for her family? And
Exactly.
Shanann would not want the likes of AD seeking out justice for her.
No, or making money off what's happened either.
Oh
Not
no.
making money in the way that he's making money. Frank sat and cried on Mommy Rambling's live and said the photos of the oil tanks, the fact that the girls were still in those oil tanks are the photos that's being shown. It's not like the photos are after it's happened. They're showing photos and videos of the girls when they were still in the tanks. And the man's crying on a platform with thousands of millions of people watching their every move, and you still want to consistently go at them. You haven't got a heart if you can sit and watch Frank Senior cry his eyes out like he did, and if you ain't got a heart, if you can sit and watch that man and still be so just horrible and evil and dirty, and it's not right. I know I make videos about the family and stuff, but like, I hope my videos, I hope, would never upset the family and stuff. And if the family did get upset, then I'd probably delete that video that they got upset about. I wouldn't send out my subs to go and troll them. Like, who
No,
does that? It's
I'd be the
stupid.
same. I'd be mortified if I thought I'd
So,
upset them like that.
yeah.
Exactly.
How could you not love the Ruseks? Come on. And everyone talking about Frankie this, Frankie that, Frankie did this, Frankie did that. Everyone's saying how much they know, they love Shanann's personality and the person that she was. Frankie and Shanann were brought up in the same household with the same parents, with the same morals and the same principles instilled in them.
That's
So
true.
Frankie is just a male version of Shanann. So why you got to give this man so much abuse to the point he's begging strangers to leave him alone? But you still want to keep going at him and making him a target and making him come out of character and, you know, show a side to him he probably don't want to bring out. It's pathetic. They're trolls. They're disgusting trolls.
And they make him mad, don't they? So he's going to react the way
That
he
makes me mad.
reacts. Yeah.
And then if they act out and if they make a status or they make a post, then they're being aggressive. They can't handle the truth. You know, they all seem to twist it. And yeah, that's what I can't stand.
Mm.
Go for it, girls.
We've gone all quiet.
I know. It's because I goes on a rant and I think, be quiet, Beck.
It's not like this on Facebook.
No.
No.
Honestly, that chat today. Yeah, that's what it is, Joan. Frankie is sticking up for his family. You know, Frankie is all they've got left. It's not fair that they're doing that to that family. It's not fair that they're treating them like that. And all this comes from one channel.
It made me mad. Did you
Right.
see how long he was in Portugal? Ages.
Oh, I know. Sipping on the pina coladas and that, living life.
I was thinking, I bet that's all the money he's made off that channel.
Off the Rusek's back.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he wants to complain that Frankie and that make up
Off of what?
GoFundMes and stuff. That's another thing that really annoys the grip out of me. Like,
Right.
they all go on and say, oh, Frankie made a GoFundMe, Frankie did this, they wanted this, and the money never got spent on that. First of all, let's just get it straight. If Frankie had scammed so many people publicly, he'd have been arrested by now and he would have been in prison.
Well, yeah.
If he did it, people sent him that money because they wanted to, because they support Shanann and the family. So it's okay for perfect strangers on the internet to make money off the death of them, but it's not okay for a family to, you know, get a little bit of payback, just a tiny fraction of anything. Do you know what I mean? And people want to go after him for that. It's ridiculous.
I don't think the Ruz checks can do anything
right, and it's coming from
in his
people's
eyes.
hearts. And it's coming from the heart. That's a totally different situation. AD's got the malice. People want to help Frankie. They see what he's struggled with. Of course, they want to help.
Exactly.
Sorry, Deb.
It's okay.
Go on. Yeah, AD has quite a lot of channels. He's got about 3 or 4, hasn't he? And he's got his Patreon and everything else. And another thing, Carrie, you were watching that live. What did he say about me on his live? Or talking about my PayPal?
Oh, it had Bubbles 86 in your PayPal, and it was talking about you were requesting a laptop and other things on your Amazon, and I was just like, and at that point I popped out. I mean, I literally had popped in for not even 5 minutes, just because I like to
Can we just talk about
and stuff. That as soon as I popped right.
You know, on my Amazon wish list was like pens. Like pens and notepads and stuff like that. And yeah, like I asked for a second-hand laptop. What's wrong with that? He asked for hundreds and hundreds of pounds a night.
He just thought he was missing out.
Not only asked for, but received.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure he's built a whole kingdom in his little bedsit off the backs of people. Like, I'm pretty sure, I bet any money on his paddy.co.uk gambling app. I bet he's got like 5 grand sat in credit on there just in case, you know, when his kingdom does fall, just so he's got a little bit of fun. I bet any money that's what he's done. He's stocked up his gambling site apps. So when his kingdom does go down, he can still gamble. Why doesn't he just piss off to Portugal full time? Honestly. We don't claim him. The British people do not claim Alan Widdecombe, whatever his name is. Armpit detective. Nobody from Britain claims him. Like, he's a weirdo.
Weirdo.
He really is. You know what? He's the kind of person that would live in the middle of an estate and everybody would throw eggs at his windows every night. He's that kind of person. Like, people would terrorize him. Frankie should come over. We'll all go down to Weston-super-Mare.
We should.
Should we go down to Weston-super-Mare?
Throw eggs at his window.
Throw eggs at his window. No, we will not. We'll write the names of them. We'll write his subs' names on them and throw him through his window. Carrie, so he was talking about you. Yeah. Do you know what, Joan? It gives him, when he's talking about me, he's leaving somebody else alone. So, crack on. I can take it. The likes of AD does not scare me. Like, I will literally throw eggs at his window if I live near him. I swear, I would write Shanann's name on an egg and just throw it. So, I want to ask, does anybody in the chat remember, I'm going to bring you in now, Carrie. I'm going to go back to this live you were talking about. There was a live, it was a while back now. I should have watched it. I haven't watched it. I am going to watch it later. And Carrie, what channel was it?
It was on Unmasked, and it was actually from their private Facebook group, Wine and Wednesdays, I believe is what it's called.
Wine
and
Wednesdays?
Got leaked to YouTube.
Oh.
Yes.
And
So this live stream is truth bombs. And gotta go back to clear back after these murders happened, like almost right after they happened. One of these girls was in contact with JW within, I think, 5 days after the murders. Um, there are four ladies. One of them does not have a YouTube channel, but she is a mod for Unmasked, and they all had contact with JW, with CW, some of them with RW and CIW.
CIW.
They revealed, yes, they revealed some stuff that is, it makes me shake
Juicy.
inside when I'm even talking about it because it's so juicy. And it just, where to begin? I think when this live's over, what I'll do, hun, is I will link that in your comment section and you can pin it.
Yeah.
It's 4+ hours.
Which I'm going to commit to tonight.
It gets confusing if you haven't followed these ladies. Yes, if you haven't followed these ladies or have done the real deep dive like I have. I worked for an attorney for 20 years, mostly dealing with domestic relations, child custody, divorce. I've been through probably at least 1,000 divorces in my life. I've never been married though.
That's crazy. See, yeah,
Anyway,
you're wise to that game.
Oh, so wise. So I've seen manipulation at its finest, and I'm not surprised about what I've
Do
learned.
you want to would you like to
A
share
lot of
with
it,
would you like
it already.
would you like to share with chat what was would you like to reveal to chat what apparently was said about the secret meetup? Do you want to just let that out?
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, chain of events occur. JW was at the beach in North Carolina when the family was there. Kind of interesting that no one in any of the police interviews ever set forth that information. So mind you, people, these women have all kept screenshots of their conversations. And they also have her admittance to supplying Chris with the oxy. They confirmed the gaslighting. They confirmed Nutgate was a setup.
Oh wow.
They confirmed September Lady, and they confirmed the fact that September Lady was to go pick up a letter written by JW, sent the oxy prior to somebody's arrival in North Carolina. That was the part that I was always stuck on because I always thought, well, how could he have gotten it from JW if he didn't see them that night? Well, once these girls confirmed this to me, once I watched this live, and now you got to remember, I started watching this live about when it came out, and that's the only reason I even saw any of this. And I actually, when I saw who they were friends with, I stopped watching it.
Is that
it came back up in my algorithm for some reason?
And that's all on this live that you're going to link down
It's
below in
been
the chat.
yes, and it was put to private. They did pull it, but they left it on there for people to see for a while. And because it had been in
Wow.
my algorithm, I was able to pull it back. It pulled up on my algorithm one day when I was going through my feed. And I was like, it was 4 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep. So I was like, hey, well, why not? Because I've been trying to look more and watch more of these creators and figure out what the truth is.
Yeah.
Well, they've confirmed, and they all keep screenshots and any and all information that should have been provided to law enforcement has been.
That is
The other
crazy.
man on panel that came on is Mark Gillespie. His name is Mark Gillespie. He is a former special investigator who is now a defense expert who testifies in regards to mitigating factors that would reduce a defendant's sentence. He knows what he's doing. And I'm not sure if any of you know if I'm going to refer to initials. I'm not doxing anybody. Who LO is, who was assisting CW's family in the 35C. She supplied her binders to
Wow.
Mark. He's too smart for them.
Yeah.
This family has a way of putting narrative to the people that will spread that narrative that will keep you from looking at the truth. They're going to have everybody else looking 20 different ways, so they're not looking right where they
At the
need
truth.
to. Now, I'm going to point you guys to one thing real quick here so that you can, if I can gather my train of thought here. I'm standing outside in 112-degree weather because my grandkids are inside and I don't want everybody to pick up their noise.
Breathe.
Okay, so if you stop and think just about one thing, and that would be the oxy, and you go to Sherilyn Cadle's book, and the things that CW has said in his letters is that he will take it to his grave where he got that from.
Definitely a
Now,
cover
if
up for
we've
Jada.
had people within the first week after, yes, if the first week after sentencing, he had people looking into NK as to maybe she was setting him up, why would he then a couple months later tell Cadle, CC, sorry, that he would go and take it to his grave where he got that oxy from? So when you start connecting all of these dots, people, it's all going to connect. It takes some time, and I'm not kidding you. I've probably watched the live at least 4 or 5 different times, and I've had to go to different people's channels and watch different things on their channels that they actually refer you to, and they give you links in their chat so that you
I
can
am
see for
definitely going to
yourself
watch
what they're
it.
talking about. They talk about, yes, they talk about recorded conversations between J for J, Gillespie. There's quite a few players that have been pulled in. One of them being a gal that thought that she was having, I guess you would say, a prison romance with CW, and she was used by the Watts family. And there was a staged break-in at her house to retrieve some letters, and that's all that was stolen, folks.
That's
But
crazy.
she did keep screenshots. So
I
I'm
am
telling
so going to
you
watch it.
this. If you want to, yes, if you really want the deep dive and you really want to know the truth about what happened, I'm telling you, they know what they're talking about. Vanessa at Unmask has a psychology background, and she is currently working with Chris McDonough. I hope you don't mind me saying his name on your channel,
No,
Rebecca.
no, of course, carry on.
At the interview, okay, the interview room. He is a former homicide investigator that is currently looking into the disappearance of Maya Miliete in Chula Vista, California. And Vanessa from Unmasked is also working with their team.
Well, that Vanessa,
She's got
she was
credentials.
that Vanessa's the one that went with her sister, wasn't it? She, I put a post up earlier. She was the one that her and her sister was the one that went to Colorado, and they drove from the house to Survey, then from Survey to
Oh,
Nicole
it was
NK's. Then they went to the police department and picked up the part of the discovery and was told to go elsewhere for the rest of it. And I thought that was very interesting. I thought that was a very I thought they were very
yeah,
professional doing that.
yes, and that was that wasn't her sister, but Vanessa from Unmasked met them there. And
I thought she was
that
she not
video
her
that
sister
you
then? Oh,
linked
I
in
thought
our
that was True Psych's sister.
okay, True Psych has a different sister, and Vanessa met them there in Colorado when they were doing that video that you linked us this morning. You should link that video too, because she talks about meeting with Vanessa from Unmasked there also, because they went to all of these sites. They went to
Sorry,
Survey
my apologies then. I
319.
apologize
They
for
went to,
that.
no problem, yeah. But it's very interesting, and people, honestly, that 4+ hour live, if you go through and you look in the comment sections, and you read the comments, the girls that were on panel will answer specific questions. And the one thing that they will do is in that live, they will tell you whether it is speculation based on what they know or if it's fact. So when you come out of that watching that live stream, you're going to know what was fact and what was speculation.
Yeah. So if they took all this to the police then, is all this information gone to the police?
My understanding is, and if you'll look through the comments, and they made this perfectly clear. They said, if at any time we have any information that we felt needed to be provided to law enforcement, it has been.
Wow. They sound like an intelligent bunch of ladies.
They sure do.
Oh, I forgot you was here, Deb.
They are very intelligent. Very intelligent. Sorry.
What do you make of this, Deb?
It's crazy, isn't it?
Sometimes you're a bit scared to dig deeper, aren't you? Because you just don't know what else is gonna come out. Nothing new is gonna come out, but at the moment I can't say it is, but there might be. I don't know, but until it's the police, isn't it? It's the police have got to make their move now. I don't think anybody can really do much more until the police make their move.
That's right.
Correct. Yes.
That's crazy. Hi, Erin. Here's Erin. Let me get her on. Erin, you have to click the link. The link that I put in the group. God, the chat was fun in the group today. It was non-stop, wasn't it? Listen to Erin. I couldn't get onto stream.
It was great. I love it.
The Unmasking NK series. You see, you know what it is? I've never really been bothered about the rest of the case. I really haven't. I genuinely just put all my energy into Shanann. Digging deep has not really been one for me. The only thing that I really can't hold back on, is that Critical K and the way she was coming out with her BS. I can't stand that creator. I'm sorry to say, but I think she's just morally wrong from head to toe, that one. And AD, he's another one morally wrong from head to toe. It's just, sometimes I can't help it. They make me regurgitate all my bad feelings.
Mm-hmm. My nature is to dig deep, and I've always been
Yeah.
into true crime. So true crime and having the legal background, and I just have one of those inquiring minds. And so once it caught hold, it caught hold. And so that's the part that I can't let go, because
Susie.
I know things, legal background that should happen in this case, just based off even what the DA said at his statement about
What, that Rourke?
NK destroying evidence. I'm sorry,
Oh.
folks, but that's a crime. Yes.
Yeah. She's definitely a
That's,
master of
she was tampering with
manipulators.
evidence. She, and that's the other thing, guys. That affair was way longer than 6 weeks. Thank you very much. And I already knew that because of some things that CW let slip in that book, Decadal.
Well, she was
That
searching
affair
Shanann
started in May. Yes,
2017.
that affair
So
started in May.
whether they had a sexual affair before that, I'm just getting Erin on now. Whether they had a sexual encounter before that, there was definitely something going on, because there was absolutely no way you're going to jump from 2017, then within the space of those 5 weeks, kill your family. Hi, Erin.
Hi, Erin.
How you doing? You had a rough day at work?
Oh, Lordy. Yep. I was so glad to have you guys on chat.
Serious. I don't know who saved who today.
Erin definitely
Okay.
kept
Oh, yeah.
We were just talking about the Unmasked channel, and the stuff that
I did
that got
see a bit of that, but not all of it.
Carrie's got some good insight. This is why I appreciate Carrie's insight. She knows the stuff. Oh my God, it's lighter. Oh, sounds like fucking good deal.
Thank you.
You know what? Joan? I think Cadle's full of BS as well. Here she goes. I think Cadle's full of it.
Yes, I agree. I do agree with that. He's full of BS, but the problem is he made too many mistakes, not knowing we didn't have all the information.
Yeah, he was just talking, wasn't he? He went off like a canary. You give Chris Watts a microphone, or you give him the spotlights, and he just can't shut up.
Exactly.
You know what? That's a pattern that runs in the Watts family.
Silent for a reason.
Have you noticed that's a pattern that runs in the Watts family? They will literally talk to anybody and everybody. Anybody that will listen, they will talk to. I mean, you look at the lunatics that have come from the Watts circus. Look at that mad bonkers Lana. She come from the Watts circus. Then you got Kim, or whatever her name is, KK. She came from the circus. All these nut jobs come from the circus.
Yep.
There's a pattern there.
And Lana is the one that I was referring. Yes. And Lana is the one that I was referring to as far as trying to pull Mark Gillespie in. And
I can hear you.
See, he's too smart for her.
Say that again. I missed that. Say that again. I missed that.
I said that Lana's the one that pulled Mark Gillespie in, and the problem is that he's too smart for her.
Of course.
And he's too smart for the Watts family. So he saw through them. Yeah, he saw through all of it. All it takes is an experienced person to look into this stuff, and they know.
Do you know what it is with the Watts? So they
not that difficult
to
really
they
figure
have
it out.
the thing with the Watts. the Watts family, they don't go for the people who are more intelligent. They go for the ones that have got the loudest mouths, you know, the ones that don't care about embarrassing themselves and coming on the internet and mocking dead people and mocking dead children. You know that you're in a certain kind of criteria to be that human being, and it all comes from the Watts Islands. They're lunatics over there, like literally lunatics.
Yep.
So,
You hit it
they
right
are
on the head,
absolutely.
and actually they kind of hit on that too. They hit on it because they tell you in that live that that's exactly what they're trying to do is
They're
they're
trying to hide the
trying
facts by
to get
creating all
people
this
that
other drama.
yes, yes, that's exactly what they're doing. And
Mm.
for some people it worked, but the problem was with Unmasked, it only worked so long because what they eventually did was these ladies that were all friends, they eventually
They've all
had them
turned.
each turned against each other and
And that's
saying,
what
oh,
happens.
this person is out of the loop. But yeah, and it's just it's very interesting because Vanessa knows the psychology behind it, and she hits on it. She hits on it, and it's
And it is
classic.
psychology, isn't it? That's what they've done. They're trying to make that's exactly what they're doing. They are absolutely masking the facts with this drama, and they've used that Lana, and she's walked right into their hands. Like she looks like the biggest dummy walking. She's literally played into the what circus, and they're not even gonna remember her name. Like in a couple of years, they're not gonna remember who lunatic Lana is when she's tied up in a mental hospital because the trolls have got to her because she pushed them too far. They're not going to care anything about this KK and lunatic Lana, whatever. She is just the biggest idiot, and they knew she would get the attention because when you see a circus going on like that, you're drawn to it. Everyone wants to like, what's going on here? Who's this mad lady? What's she doing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're all Barney. And
Yep, and then comes in
listen,
AD.
oh, listen, he's another one. He's a fool in a fool's playground. It depends, Ziggy. Are you going to behave? We don't have any victim bashing or anything over here. We are pro Shanann. I don't want to hear anybody's opinions about Shanann this, Shanann that. So don't come on the channel to do that. Ooh, let me try and post the comment. Oh shoot, I can't do it.
I think we've lost Erin.
I think Erin went a while ago. Like, I'm so sorry. I don't actually know how to send the link like this. Deb, can you Deb, do you have to jump off and post the link for it?
Sorry, my
Ziggy, do you want to post your email or something in the comments? And Debbie will email you it. But sure, we love people to come on and have a chat because, yeah, as long as you're pro Shanann. Oh, Erin, honestly. Listen, guys, if you want to come on, you can come on. Post the link in. Oh, where can you post the link? In the group. Go into the group on Facebook and then I'll post the link in there. What is the group called? What? Oh, I can't remember what our group's called.
All right, there I am.
Oh. Here she is.
There I am. I'm on.
I don't know. I don't think. I don't
so
think
new
I
at
can
this.
jump out.
Yeah, I was like, I'm so new to this. I didn't even know what button I was pushing.
Yeah, I need to somehow get the link to Ziggy, but I don't know. Oh, I'm pressing all these buttons. Sorry, Tyra.
At least I got it now, though. That's good.
Debbie, can you somehow jump off and get Ziggy the link? I don't know how you're going to do it.
Oh, I heard Cadel today actually reached out to Chris within 90 days of the murders.
Well, didn't we know that already?
At least I thought. I didn't realize that, but then I actually was like, oh my God, it was that soon?
Wow, listen. Listen, she might come across as a little old sincere lady, but her actions comes across like, Wicked Witch from the West.
Yeah, for sure.
She's played Chris Watts like a fool, and that just shows what a big dummy he is because he let the little old lady fool him. You have to be careful of these elders. They know what they're doing. Play games, man. AD is missing a rocker. His cheese slid off his cracker. I heard that once. I love it. You guys talk away, guys. Erin, is that you? You still? Is Erin still on? Is Erin still in? No, I don't think that's. Oh yeah, Erin, are you still on? Debbie, I can't hear anybody. You'll have to put the group name, Deb. Oh, we've got Erin, Carrie, thing. Erin, she's gone, hasn't she, Carrie?
Okay, here I am.
Oh, there you are.
You're going in and out on me just because I'm in the bathroom trying to stay cool.
Oh, there I am. Okay.
Listen to Carrie. Yeah, I don't know how anybody would cope on Watts Island. You'd have to take me out in a straitjacket. You know what? This is the kind of people that Shanann was up against.
I can't
She
even
never
imagine
stood a
how she dealt with that.
Huh? Say that again, Erin.
Oh, I said it's hard to imagine how she even dealt with it when she was alive, you know?
Serious? Who the hell could put up with that?
I could not have. Oh my God. They were trying to set them up from the beginning.
Oh, absolutely. This is Cindy was out from the get-go. She was jealous of Shanann from the get-go.
Yep. She didn't want Chris to be taken away from her is the problem.
Who the hell? Listen, why would anybody want Chris to stick around?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's just, he didn't even become a man until he met Shanann. You look at the
Exactly.
photos before Shanann and then after Shanann, or well, during Shanann, I should say. And it's just a total different person. She literally brought him to life. Just making sure I get that up now. I addressed the Nicole thing earlier on, Erin. Is she gone? Because I know Erin's also, yeah, I know. I was just going to say, I know you've also had your own personal experience, and it wasn't that great, was it?
I did. With Nicole, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had reached out to her initially because I was interested in Thrive, and she jumped on that, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. And then I was supposed to talk to her on the phone. I did, but she had this kind of like weird personality feel to her. Like I was trying to joke around and she was like, uh-huh. There was nothing. There was nothing there. And then, she was going to send me the trial pack. I never got it. So I'm like, was that a sign that either she didn't do what she was supposed to do or I just wasn't supposed to take it? But then I tried to, kind of start up a friendship with her and it was felt forced.
Yeah.
Like she didn't really want to even get to know anybody but who's in her.
She probably does second guess everybody, but I do think her behavior is odd.
Yeah.
Very odd.
I would imagine. I was just like, I'm just trying to be weird and funny. And she's like, who the heck is this person?
Yeah, she's like, who the hell are you? No.
Exactly. That's how it felt. She was like, weird. And I was like, okay, I'm done now.
I'm thinking maybe she just doesn't like English people.
Oh, no. Well, I didn't last very long.
Not everybody gets the British sense of humor. We're a bit.
I love it, though. I told my coworkers that I love the British sense of humor. I'm part British, I think. I think I am. So I get it.
You got to laugh and joke, haven't you?
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I did address it, and I did want to just point out that I wasn't the only one that had. I'm not going to go back into it again now because I have addressed it, but I did just want to point out that I'm not the only person with that opinion. I just voiced it, so I really don't want people just to think that they can come on over here and then, try and blackmail with me with something or something I've said, something I've done because I said it or did it. That's it. I can't change it.
Right.
We'll
I mean,
move on,
that's how I felt the same way. So it wasn't just you. After I listened to the whole first thing, I was like, oh my God, it's not just me then.
No, definitely not just you, I don't think.
I love Christina and Addie, though. They are so awesome.
You know what? We all move. We've got to just move on. Like, she's going through her own thing as well, isn't she? So
yeah.
I'm happy to kind of put it to bed. If she wants to talk about it, I'll talk about it. But if not, then we'll move on. Have a nice life. Take care. Good.
You're like, bye-bye.
Yeah, I can imagine that, Susie. Yeah. That's why I don't really press on it. I just wanted to speak about it, so get over what I did. Not get over what I did, just address what happened a few weeks ago and just, put it out there that those are their opinions out there.
Documentary that just apparently came out, the prison one.
Hey, yeah, this is that Chrissy lady, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't even remember this was coming out, and I was like, I've heard it's horrible. Of course.
Am I allowed to say someone's name? Listen, I'm sure. Who was it? What happened the other day? Oh, damn, what happened? Yeah, they were saying that she said that, oh, Carrie's gone. Oh, it's just me now. They've all gone. Let me get them back. Where are they gone? They've disappeared, guys. I can't remember what I was talking about anyway. Carrie's jumped in the comments. But yeah, we're over it now. It's one of those things. It happened. I said it. Move on. Who is this now?
Anyone else? Oh,
Erin back on.
There we go. Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
Everybody just went
today, aren't I?
Seriously, you have been jumping around everywhere.
I know. I'm like, here I am, there I am. Wait.
Is Debbie back? Hi, Kimberly.
I saw Carrie's coming, or she's jumping in and out, or connection.
Oh, okay. She's gone off somewhere.
Yeah, she said her connection's been bouncing, so she's coming back.
So, when did you first hear about this case? How you got involved with this case?
Dear God, this was about a year ago. I think it was Christina Randall's channel is where I heard about it first. And I'm not even sure where I started investigating it, other than I was like, oh my God, there's so much footage out here of this woman that I can't believe how awesome she is. And I just kept sticking with it.
Yeah.
And that's really
once you're in. Once you're in, you're in.
Yeah. And I'm like, I had to keep learning more and more and more about it. And of course, I ended up on some crazy channels.
No, for real, serious.
I was like, who are these
people? Why have you invaded my life on a daily basis?
Yeah. But I'm like, I never saw Shanann as being anything but awesome. Like, I don't normally just randomly connect to somebody that I've never met.
Right.
So that's why I'm like, where are they getting this from? This like whole abusive thing. I'm like, where?
I don't understand that. That's one thing I don't understand. How anybody can watch any photos or look at any photos of Shanann and think, I don't know, some mad absurd stuff like she was a bad mom, or I don't know, it's just stupid things that people say. It's just ridiculous.
I was like, I saw none of that, and this was before I even heard of the drama channels. I was just automatically looking up her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I love this woman, so I'm so sorry for her. Like, I never felt anything more than that. And then I was like, oh my God, I love this woman more than more.
Yeah, she's amazing, isn't she?
She's addictive. And I'm like, oh, is that bad? No, I'm just kidding.
Remember, Joan, the story Unmasked told about the night they went to get their hair done? Who went to get their hair done, Susie? I'll tell you, I haven't seen for a long time. Pandora.
Pandora's box.
Yeah, that's her name.
I love it.
She's one of my subs.
Oh, I also love this username. Somebody had 35 see ya. I was like, that is awesome.
I think I've seen that.
I was like, that's the best one I've ever seen. I'm stealing that.
Who, Susie? Oh. Where? Remember, Joan, the night they went to get their hair done.
I was like, at least I'm not in my bathrobe like I joked I'd be.
It's a probably good thing that nobody can see me right now because I literally had like a 5-minute bath.
Oh
I was
no.
literally rushing around to get here.
Yeah, I literally just kind of like crashed into bed. I'm like, Dad, they don't need to see my face. I just my voice.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's all good.
Serious. Time to unwind for you now, isn't it?
It's so nice to just like have that chat going today. I was like, that kept me from punching lights out at work today.
Serious. It could get stressful. They left Shanann with all the kids for 5 hours. You know what? They left the best woman in charge, the best woman for the
Amen.
job in charge. If you're gonna trust your children with anybody, it would be Shanann Watts.
Amen.
Serious. Did you see the photo of her the other day that I posted of her in the playroom with all the kids?
Oh, I have that one hanging up on my wall, the one of her reading to them, right?
Yeah.
I was like, God, she's awesome. She loved kids.
She was such a good mom, wasn't she?
Yeah, and didn't she work for Children's Hospital for a bit?
She did. She worked at St. Jude's Hospital.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
She honestly, she was amazing.
And, yeah, I
And
think
it's
she was
mad.
working like 3 jobs.
And nobody gives her any recognition for that, but they want to bash her for selling fries.
Exactly.
And another thing that irritates the rank, it just irritates me, is the fact that everyone goes on about Shanann did 5. You know, all the What circus, they all go on about
Mhm.
Shanann did 5, this, that, the other. Have they not seen the posts of Cindy and Ronnie and
Oh, yeah.
Jamie all wearing the 5 patches? Have they not seen them?
I was like, hey, wait, but you guys bought it too. So why are you guys bashing her about that?
Exactly.
When
So
you,
what is it? Good not for, it's good for the goose. It's good for the gander. That's what they say.
oh, I love it. Yeah, exactly. So they were into it too. So it's not like it was just her.
Exactly.
And that was her job. So it's like, of course she's going to be selling it. Well, yeah, that's what she did. And she did really well.
Exactly. She did. She did do really well. And even if they did live beyond their means, who doesn't? You know,
Oh my
everyone
God,
does
we all
that.
do that.
Yeah.
For God's sakes, we all do
Serious.
that.
Well, I know I do.
For me too, yeah. I mean, my husband and I were like in debt when we first met, so we're like, and that's happened to everybody.
And it even bigger debt now that you're married.
Exactly with the house mortgage. Damn it.
You know, debt follows most people, doesn't it?
Yep,
Justine,
unfortunately.
they are absolutely. They were awful to Shanann. But listen, Cindy made her feelings clear from the get go on that
Oh
porch
God,
with
yeah.
Sandy.
I still couldn't believe she did that interview with the one reporter guy, like
Which
right after.
one?
I forget which
Oh.
one it was, but it was the one like All My Broken Pieces. I think it was before that. Or was
Oh,
it the
okay.
first one she did?
It's in the blue. Is it when she's in the blue jumper?
Oh no, it's the one she's in the pink sweatshirt.
Oh, okay.
Or
Yeah.
I think
See,
you guys call it jumper, right?
Yeah, that's it. I can't bear
I was
to
like,
look at her face.
yeah, because it's the one where her face is like, eh.
That's the one we got in the group.
Yeah, that one.
Where's Debbie gone?
Oh, bye bye, Debbie. Where did she go?
She's so rude. She's always jumping in
Jealous.
and out.
Just
Yeah,
jealous.
and you know what? And then they have the cheek to go after money as well.
I couldn't take it.
Like that is the worst. That's probably one of the worst things. That's in the top 3. Also in the top
Yeah.
3 is that they've taken no accountability for what he did. They
Nope.
don't. They don't feel sorry for what he did. Your says your page isn't available. She would have been all right.
Because he always now he's claiming like the devil made him do it or something. I'm like, bullshit. I call bullshit.
He was the devil. He is the devil.
He is the devil. Yeah. He's the one that, he could have stopped himself from doing this crap.
Of course. I
He
don't
had
know
a
why he's having
choice.
a hard time getting on here.
I don't know, but thank God I figured it out. It took me long enough to.
I'm trying to see what my share options are.
This is actually my first panel ever. I've never been on a panel before.
Oh, I've only been on one.
And you went on who's Dave, right?
Yeah, that's it.
He's awesome too. I was like,
He's
I
a
love
nice.
y'all.
Yeah, he's a really, really nice guy.
Well, I don't see him too much these days though.
No, he's been quiet actually.
Yeah.
How do I share this link?
In the chat?
I can't. I don't think I can post it in the chat. It's not giving me.
Oh, yeah, I have no idea.
Okay, let me copy to clipboard. Let me go here. Post comment. I don't know if I can copy. Hold on.
See if any.
Copy. It's not letting me copy it into the chat.
Oh, interesting. I know some people have like, what do they mean when they say like drop a link in the chat? I'm like, how do they do that?
Copy and paste it into it, but I can't do it.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Ziggy, I have absolutely no idea how to get it to you. The only way I can get it to you is through Debbie.
Debbie.
If you give Debbie your email, she can send you the link that way.
Yeah, I've heard that done too.
Yeah, it's easy to do like that.
Because I'm like, it's so.
Sorry, I just wanted to go back. Oh, sorry, I really just wanted to go back to something I think Joan said. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Something about Sandra not having a YouTube channel. What's that about?
Oh, she ended up stopping it. Apparently, she got too stressed out. I can't believe people were hating on her though, because they
See,
were
and
on
that's
her channel.
See, that's just disgusting. Why? How
I
are you
know.
going to
I'm
go
like,
onto the internet and do that to
yeah.
her?
I'm like, why
You know,
are people? Ugh. I'm like,
see,
they
that's
pissed
just
her off.
disgusting. Why are they not doing that to Cindy? Why are they not like projecting that energy over there?
Right, probably. I wonder why Cindy doesn't have a channel.
Yeah, it was
I'm
funny
like,
because
she
that she
ought to.
doesn't do her talking. She does her talking via her little minions.
Yeah.
Hi, Jackie.
I do have a hard time having, too much empathy and like hardly any empathy for them for how they've behaved through the whole thing. And they're still apparently stuck back on
Yeah.
August 13th. I'm like, well, that's, if you need help, go get it like professionally, not through YouTube.
I don't understand why they can't take accountability for what he did.
Right. And they still think Nan did it. No, she did not.
We've got Joan coming on. Hey, Joan.
Hello, Joan.
She's got her mic off.
Oops.
Come on, Joni.
Joan.
Oh, I think I'm.
Oh, hello, Joan. Oh. Hi. Oh.
So I think I did it. I don't know.
You did
Hi,
it.
Joan.
You did it. You did it. We can hear you.
Oh my gosh.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
How's
I'm great.
everybody? Oh my gosh.
I'm good. Is
No.
chat good?
This story is so sad, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's the saddest. That's
Every
why we're
single
still
day.
all so engrossed.
It breaks my heart. Like I have so many opinions, boy. Oh, I'm so for the Ruziks. So, poor Shanann. Kato, I think she just was out to make a buck. I believed
Yeah.
the letters and all, but because he wrote them. But how could you get there on there? What is wrong with you that you would write something so horrible about your family and not expect to be called a monster? I mean,
I know.
Right.
It
He's
don't make any
deluded.
sense.
The whole family are deluded.
And then poor Sandy, I think she's not even having her channel no more because
I thought that was so sad.
oh
Yeah,
my
we
god,
need
you should
Sandy
have
back.
been. She was such a good. I loved her channel was so. She was so good at it. Like her step. I like to be shown because I can't. I have trouble like reading directions. She shows you
She's
everything.
nurturing, isn't she? She's nurturing.
Oh,
She's full of
yes.
wisdom, and she's caring. She's got a good heart. Like that's awful that people have made her feel that way that she can't come
Oh.
on to her
I
own
feel
I
like
told
cooking
her she was
channel.
my Nana too. I was adopting hers.
you know what? And I told Frankie. He said, "I'm gonna talk." I said, "I'm really sad." I said, "My family's gonna miss that." And she's like, "He said he was gonna talk to her again. Maybe if the YouTuber community calms down a little bit, maybe she'll come back."
Yeah, I
I feel
love
like
this.
they're
Like,
feuding.
it was a breath of fresh air, which was what we needed.
Yeah. And then I said, "Well, why can't you just keep a couple people on and just boot everyone else? Just talk to us. Like,
How the hell do I get rid of that now?
I don't know. I feel sorry for her. Are you
I
on?
know. I felt so bad that she closed it down. I'm like, I hope she comes back.
I think she
Who?
might. He said he was going to talk to her, so we'll see.
Yeah. She's
Sandy,
such
I
a
just feel
sweet
She's
lady.
got to come back. If they have bullied her off, if they bullied her off YouTube, then they're just sick individuals.
And she's a
Yeah.
strong lady, but you know what? That's all. The video of people that I was thinking this in the beginning. I was like, I do believe that NK. I do. I absolutely believe that she's 100%. I do believe that she should have been arrested for just
Oh,
all
yeah.
the crap she said. But when they
Yeah.
say this, you know, and they don't mind just talking about the case. They just don't want the lies. Like, don't make up
Right.
lies because it's probably hurting them. And bottom line is, it's only the three of them. Like, it's only Frankie fighting for them. Now, maybe they just great when they know that he was supposed to protect them. He was the guy. He should have done it. He's in jail. Just let it go. You know, they just kind of want to just move on
Yeah.
and just go on with whatever little bit life they have.
Yeah.
And
Right.
have and hopefully
It's
Frankie can give
impossible
them.
though, isn't it, when you've got the likes of, well, those of a
And then
certain
people say
channel.
stay off. Yeah, people say, oh, tell them to stay off social media. What? That's
Why should they stay off social
exactly.
media?
Yeah,
That's
that's the way
bullshit.
life is now.
That's what everybody does. I mean, they're
Yeah,
supposed to see this, and then AD with his news
COVID kind
channels.
of brought it all together.
exactly. And it made it harder for people not to,
Even
stay
if
off
they
of
were,
social
say they
media.
were investigating her, all the bullcrappers probably could have ruined it. Say they were like still investigating her. You just never know. Everybody who made up all these like conspiracies and shit would ruin it.
Yeah, and only
I
if the
just think
police actually,
I've added
announce
Ziggy
something.
in.
I can't believe that they just let her go like hook, line, and sinker. But with all the lies she told, and
Yeah.
Shanann was so close, she couldn't even walk in her shoes. Like it makes me sick. That makes me so
She
sick.
has got absolutely nothing on
I think,
Shanann.
Nothing.
and the thing that
Absolutely
got to my nerve,
nothing.
she did this interview like the whole thing with me. I got my shit together. You do because I saw
Exactly.
your apartment because another YouTuber that I'm friends with, she showed her apartment, and her apartment was nothing. Like she acted like I got you had your shit together. You would have been with a married man. Then you damn
Hey,
well
Big
Exactly.
know
Baller.
you're stalking them from 2017, and I'm wondering if she wasn't stalking on purpose. Like she lied about that. They didn't call her on that. It's like she was able to get those professionals hook, line, and sinker like that, and her dad being in there and
That
telling them
didn't
that.
make sense to me at all. That her dad was in there, and she's in her 30s, right?
Yeah,
So why did her dad have to be in there?
and her dad was
We
able
can
to
see
shut
you,
that
Big
interview
Baller.
down. And her
Is
dad
Big
was
we see
Baller
you not.
hiding from us?
And her dad was like, Nikki, stop. You're leading. You're leading. Shut up, dude. That's what he's supposed to do. Like, and that just annoyed me. And they let him say it and get away with it. And of course, she doesn't know Saint going to the police. She knew they were coming for her. I don't know
Right.
why people say she knew they were going to find her. She went first because she had to.
Who
That's the
breaks
bottom
a
line.
SIM card?
Huh?
Who breaks a
Yeah,
SIM card?
exactly. And erased it, all their messages. And can't
Yeah.
find a phone. But they gave her a phone. They treated her like, I
She
mean,
was like a princess in there.
yeah. I mean,
I couldn't believe it.
and Shanann was just so, I mean, look at her. She compared to that. She was so
Oh
jealous.
my,
She had to be. What
Well,
was he thinking?
well,
I
she
cannot figure him
knew
out.
from the minute she walked into that house that night, that day
And
when she walked
that's all
into
she
Shannon's
talked
house.
about. She
She
wanted that
knew it was
house.
game over from there. She didn't stand a chance.
It was so obvious during the interviews that she was envious of Shanann. And
Oh
she
yeah.
studied Shanann, so she knew how to get Chris, I think. I think she really went through a lot of work.
Do
I
we
think
know
Yeah,
how
sorry,
she met
ladies.
him?
I just want to say hi to is it? I'll take it that Ziggy that's joined us. He said that he's interested in the case. So be interesting to see what you have to say, Big Baller. Welcome
it's just
to
sad that
our
they
panel.
pick on the family, a victim's family, like the way they do. I can't stand it. I've been in so many fights with people on YouTube that I can't.
Big Baller.
I left Facebook because I was fighting with people. Then I go to YouTube and I'm like, I don't believe this. People are
Yeah,
bashing
it's
the
fighting over
victim.
here.
I feel like it's worse in the Watts case than it is any other case. Is it
Yeah,
just
and
me?
that's it is. No, it is. It's got to be
It's
ridiculous.
awful, and I don't know if it's because it's like real time or not, but
I never
it
met.
just
I can't even. I don't even remember Lacey Peterson's case being like this.
no.
Ladies, Big Baller, you okay?
I'm like he just keeps smiling and disappearing.
It's like, and the more beautiful they are, the more they get, the more they're dead. It's like awful.
It's hard for men to get in when a bunch of women are just like,
He's shy.
You know,
yeah,
at first
say
I thought,
hi.
watching the videos and all, and I was like, how could he possibly murder those kids in it? And then when he came out with all that, I thought, you animal. Oh my God. Like, I can't even, like, feel an ounce of pity for him. That grandmother,
No.
I could
The
have
oil
pity for
tanks
her.
make it
But
worse.
you don't bash your girl, you don't bash your daughter-in-law like that. Especially
No.
when she, you know what, that was on Copper. She didn't even acknowledge her in the, at least Ronnie acknowledged her name. She didn't even acknowledge her and the crap that Nico ain't the baby. I'll give me a break. I said,
Listen,
Right.
they
it's
have
like,
never, they have never, since it happened, they've not took
I
any
would, right.
accountability
I would have been at the
at
funeral
all.
too. Nobody would have stopped me. I would have went to my grandchildren's funeral because I know damn right well the Rusiks would have never ever let anybody say anything to them. They would have let
Yeah,
them
they're
come to
so,
the funeral because they're classy
yeah,
people. And they at
yeah.
first Frankie went on Facebook and said, "Don't anybody pick on the Watts. Leave them alone. They're grieving." He was like said that to people. So
Yeah.
they didn't feel comfortable going to the funeral. Just irritated me because I don't believe that. And then that for a word of that. You couldn't stop me from going to my grandchildren's funeral.
No, of course.
I mean, I have sons. I have three of
Well,
them. And
them you could though. Them you could. They did not. They did not. I would never allow them to come on ever. I would never allow them at the funeral. That's where the Ruseks are graceful, isn't it? They're
yeah,
graceful.
yeah.
They are so
Especially
class as a family.
because of the way they treated I mean, she just how she went on and treated and that. I'm sorry, I don't even care. That Miss Mensa, she's a piece of work too on YouTube.
Oh, Joan, don't get me started on that Mensa. Listen, don't
Oh
get
my
me
god,
started on her.
what is wrong with her? She like literally, really has some like personal grudge. It's every. Even blocked her, and her feeds come up on my thing, and it's all. I'm
She
like, is this a joke or is this a real
she
joke?
is a primal example of an absolute
I blame YouTube for that
dustbin.
stuff. They shouldn't be allowed
I,
them people in there.
no,
I
Joan,
don't know.
just one
Where's your heart
second.
though? Like, where is your heart? At some
Yeah,
point, you have to have a heart.
she doesn't have one. She doesn't have one.
Yeah, where did she go? Where did like what is? I wondered like, does she have a personal vendetta against her? But
Yeah,
this
of
one, I
course.
don't.
She's jealous.
And she's got people like on there
Supporting what
going.
she says.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, because
unbelievable.
they're
Like,
all whack jobs. They're all whack. They're all crazy. They're all whack.
yes, I get too worked up. I couldn't even. I had to get out. I couldn't even comment. I was commenting. I was like, when I came across that, I was like, you guys are idiots. These all idiots. And I was like, I got to stop this because I'm getting myself too upset because they're going to
Yeah.
keep going. They don't care what I say.
You could spend all day fighting with those idiots.
Oh, I couldn't
Then
believe that.
it
That
wouldn't
shouldn't be
make an
allowed
ounce of
on there.
difference.
And I thought
It
he
wouldn't
was
make
for
an
the
ounce of
family and
difference.
all. Like 2 years ago when he first started, I thought he was for the family. But then when the family's basically, please, you're making, there's a reason, Don't you think that mom would have fought tooth and nail for anybody? She loved her family, her daughter, and the pain in the dad and the brother's face. I'll just never forget in all my life. It just broke me.
No.
With them in court and all. Oh my God, it broke. That was awful.
Sorry, I just had to kick him because I just clicked onto the private messages and he's a weirdo.
What time is it in London? You're in London, right?
No,
Because I'm in the United States and it's 6:30.
I am in Birmingham.
Oh, so you're England.
Yeah.
How do you like it over there?
I don't really like it over here, to be fair. And if I had the funds and if I had the confidence to get on a plane, I'd be living over in America.
Oh, really?
And if that fails, I'd go to Jamaica.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice.
I'm happy in them spots. Erin's back.
Yep, there is a guy asking to see my boobs, and I'm thinking that was Big Balla.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that was
God.
Big Baller. Big Baller, this is not the room for you.
Oh,
Yep,
that's
I'm thinking he was fucking around with us. Pardon my language.
he, he was there for a good 20 minutes playing peekaboo.
Yep, I was like, the heck am I doing? Oh,
Weird.
Oh my
Honestly,
God.
there's weird in all corners of the world.
Yeah, there
I feel
is.
like the world's getting crazier by the day.
Well, it is. It's absolutely. It is. It's horrible. The crime is true crime. I mean, my kids are. I'm not because I'm like so wary all the time, and they're like, "It's because you got to stop watching that stuff." I'm like, I can't even help it. I
I
have
know, it's
to. I
hard
have
to
to
help
warn
it,
you.
right?
Yeah, I'm like drawn to. I feel like I'm going to stop the crimes. Stop. Leave me alone. But I have to tell them. I'm like, I have to tell you. I have to tell you what's going on, so you know what to do.
So who
Yeah,
watched that Lifetime interview? I don't know
I
how
did.
I can access that in the UK. I'm not sure.
which one?
But the
But they
Lifetime one, the new one with Chrissy and was Dylan in it? I'm not sure. Did she
no.
Oh,
just speak about
yeah,
it?
I don't know how we can actually
I don't
watch
care.
that.
It's
I've heard
hard.
it's horrible, though.
It's hard to. Yeah, it's hard to. I can't believe it. The girl. First of all, she's supposed to be a clinical psychologist. She wrote
Right.
to Chris, and Chris didn't even.
No,
He didn't even want to talk to her. He gave the letter to his. That's how
that I
she
was
met
just
him.
about to say. She was passed around that unit before she got to
And
Dylan.
she was
Like
like crying. She's on there
they
crying.
literally ran a virtual train on her,
It's
a
really
leper
disgusting.
train.
Her murders. What do you say? Her mother liked Manson. He was a horrible man. Like I don't even. And she's drawn to Chris Watts for what? What do you want Chris Watts for? Like what?
Money. She just says money. That's
I
it.
would never
Money,
even want to
money.
write him.
I would. I wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. Like I mean,
Like,
the girls
why?
that like. What do you think you're going to do for him? You don't think he'll wrap his hands around your neck too? Because he will.
Exactly.
Yeah, trust me. If he can do that to his children, what makes you think you got a chance?
You know what gets
Exactly.
Shanann? She was so. I believe she would have fought his ass. That's what gets me so.
She would have walloped him. I'm
Yeah, she
serious. She would
would
have
have.
picked something up and hit him on the head with it. He must
I
have
think
done
he just
something
got.
to him.
He must have just had. She must have been so tired and drained, and probably didn't expect anything like that from him.
No, of
Because
course
he's so
not. Yeah,
like.
she must have thought I was going to get off me.
I hate that fact that he's like, oh, she was. I couldn't talk to her. She was scary, dude. She was begging you
Yeah,
But
for
he was
why?
to
begging
this
him to
out.
talk to her at the end.
I
Listen,
can't
listen.
even
If he's
imagine.
scared of her, why did he marry her?
And
Exactly.
he loved all that bullshit. She got in the head. She had a way. She would have figured. There's no doubt in my mind. She would have been sad, but she would have figured it out and picked up and made it. But she wasn't
Yep.
happy
Yeah,
with what else.
She did
She
it
was a
once
go
before
getter.
when she wasn't happy with the guy, so she would have been fine
she
the second time.
listen. She loved those kids more than she loved Chris
Yeah, she
anyway.
did.
So she would have always put those
Yeah.
children first in any situation.
And she had a
He
family. I wish
brought
she could have
nothing
stayed.
to the table really. He's a
It's weird. I
dork.
wish she could have stayed with her mom, but I guess she figured she was going to work. She knew. She knew about the. I know she was. I know she was onto it. She had to. She was smart like that.
Yeah. Well, she knew. She told her friends that she was scared to be around him in the last couple of weeks.
Yes, but why did she went back because of the insurance guy? I guess she didn't really think he'd kill her like
No, of
that.
course I
She
Yeah.
was
didn't. She must
scared,
have. I think she must have
but he
thought
was
that he'd get
lying
off her.
too. Like he was still calling her boo, and the Vivian thing
Yeah.
drives me nuts. Cause like I feel like if she would have saw her, she was probably paying attention to that Vivian and what was going on. Cause she kept trying. I'm like, I wonder how Ellie got around like her NK coming over and her not Shanann not seeing him, not home, and the poor dog was left there. I mean, he probably barely took care of that dog. That's what I always
Yeah.
think about. I just don't. I
But
wonder
Eve, I've
how.
got to get going. My phone's starting to heat up pretty bad, so I will be on chat in a bit, okay?
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
Erin. I'll see you
All
later.
right.
Thanks
I'll
for
see
bye.
you
coming
next
on.
time. Talk to you
Yeah,
guys later.
brilliant. See you
You too. It was
later.
good to talk to you. I know I take over. I'm sorry.
Debbie,
I
you
know this is
jumping
yours
back
for
on.
a second. I'm going to let you go, Rebecca. I just wanted to say hi. I know I take over the
Yeah.
whole. I
Thanks
get so
for. No, you're
angry.
okay. Thanks. I enjoyed it. Thanks for being on.
There's just so many like different like things. You just feel like, gosh,
You gotta let it
but you
out.
know
You
it's
gotta have a
scary.
vent.
It's scary because I have a husband and all, and I never would think he would turn around and do that to me. Like you think, okay, we're fighting and all, but to that extreme, like he was such a like the way she described him, he was like a punk, oh he did whatever, oh he did because you were able to wrap your hands around them and throw them down oil tanks and stuff with no care in the world. So I
Yeah.
wonder, like you were so scared of your wife, just doesn't fight with me.
Yeah. He's just an idiot. He was a full blown idiot. He was never man enough for Shanann. And I don't know why
No,
people are out there fighting his corner because regardless of what him and Shanann went through, he still murdered those two babies and put, like you said, put their bodies into oil tanks.
that's
And
what hurt. Sad, so sad,
it is
so
sad.
sad.
But these women, I don't know why they're drawn
And
to
like,
him. I don't know.
then you wonder, like, did he? I don't think he felt anything for anybody. I don't think he knew Al. That's what I
No.
really think. They said
Yeah.
he was like, and his parents. I want to say like he don't like you either.
Yeah.
He's the only reason he's talking to you is because he killed his family and the Ruziks are
Yeah.
kids. That's
He
really the
just
only
wants
reason.
to entertain his time now. He's got nothing to do. He's bored.
But then when I heard like they set her up and all like that week to get her mad so that she couldn't go. Like she had an appointment to go to that week, and she was late for it. And Cindy and Jamie were out, and they knew how she had to be, and they asked about it, and they were late on purpose, and they pushed her. That was wrong. I just thought, how sick can you be? Like
They're
I
spiteful,
thought she was
evil.
always nice to them. She probably
Yeah, they're
tried with them. I
spiteful.
can't see her personality being like that.
No, well, you could see all over her Facebook. She was always full of praise for them. She was always talking highly of them. She was always showering them with love and praise and stuff. So, they can't. I don't think for one second that Shanann made their life
Yeah, no,
difficult.
if they didn't go to my wedding, I don't think I would have never talked to them again. That would have been it for me.
Well, that's what I
Like,
mean. They didn't even come to the wedding, did they? They didn't give a sh- They
no.
didn't care.
And I don't know how he's like, she didn't let me talk to my parents, and I think that bothered me. Are you kidding me? They didn't even go to your wedding. Like,
Yeah,
really?
exactly. They didn't even
And
come to the baby's birthday party either.
and the munches in them, they were like, oh, she said, no, we saw her. She wasn't making all that up. And who makes that up? Her family.
Yeah,
And people really nitpicked the hell out of her, like the Shanann and her name's Shannon. Oh my gosh, people just really went hard. Like
yeah.
the woman can't defend herself, so I can't stand it. So what
No,
if she?
I
So what
battle
if she
every
wanted?
day. Honestly, I come across people every day that
I
they
don't.
talk
Why?
that
So what
kind
if
of
she changed her
nonsense.
name? What if she wanted to? What if? So what if she was Shanann and she liked Shanann? Or what if that ever? What does that matter? What does that
I know.
matter? It's
Yeah,
like
it was
ridiculous.
Shanann, wasn't it?
Because my name's Joan and I like to be called Joni. So
Yeah,
like you know,
I'm I'm Rebecca, but I like to be called Becky.
right? Like Jesus, God, that's what make you a bad person? I
No,
love the
exactly. I
shirts you did.
know.
The shirts you did were so beautiful.
The what she did.
The shirts you did, the Shine Like Shanann, they were really beautiful.
They are nice. Honestly, we got a couple of them out to a few people, and they look great on them. They look really,
Yeah,
really nice.
they are
And
so beautiful.
they are
Your
nice.
video, you do good videos too. You do really good ones.
I
That's how
do
I came across
try.
you. Yeah, you do beautiful videos.
Thank you, Joan.
That's got to be really hard. It's hard. I don't know how to do that stuff. But I'm like, it's so like, if my
It's
kids aren't
time
here, forget it.
consuming.
Yeah, it has to be.
You know, once you've took all your photos off the internet, then you've had to edit them and you've had to make them, then you've had to filter them. Like it can take me a good 6 hours to edit the photos alone. It's
Well, they're
just
really beautiful with the song and everything. It's nice. Well, I'm not going to keep you.
no
I
way,
know you've been on
Carrie.
here. Okay, well, thanks for listening to me. I took
No,
over
you're
your
welcome
show.
on any time.
Thank you, and then I kicked everybody off, I guess.
Yeah, cool. I'll take care anyway, Joan. I'll see you next time.
Okay, bye bye, Becky.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Oh, she's nice, isn't she? That's the first time I spoke to Joan, physically. Don't lie, Carrie. Oh, I'm glad. Both of them came, yeah? You're going to have to show me a photo of them. I need to see those. That's great news, Carrie. So, guys, that was a good little panel with everybody tonight. I enjoyed tonight. I don't know if Debbie is still on or what, but it's like 11:30 now here in the UK. So, yeah, anyway, guys, I'm just going to jump off now. That was a good little panel. I enjoyed having everybody on. It's good to have a little chat with everyone and get other people's opinions on the case and the matters and whatnot. And you were also great in chat tonight, guys. Like, we had some good stuff going on. How are you doing, Jackie? Your Wi-Fi just got out. Carrie, I'm so happy for you. I can't believe that big baller. He was naughty. You day drinking? Are you coming on, Deb, for 10 minutes? Oh my God, can you hear that fox? Can you hear that fox outside my window? Oh my God. Oh no. Let's have a look. It's right under my window. He's right under my window, guys. He's under the tree. Ollie, get down. The dog's jumping up. Let's see if I can. Trying to get here. I can't turn it off. Can't turn it round. He's run off. Did you hear that, guys? That was so loud. Get down now, Ollie. Now the dog's jumped up. Oh, sorry, guys. One sec. Sorry, I'll cut off then. Did you hear those foxes? That fox. I talk too much too, Joan. No, no problem, Joan. It was lovely. Sister's coming tomorrow. I'm moving. Oh, moving on Wednesday. Oh, brilliant, Jackie. No worries, Carrie. It was great to have you on. I'm definitely going to watch that live tonight. I'm going to go and watch that Unmasked. I'm off and been good tonight. Yeah, it's been good. I really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm going to jump off as well now, guys. Thank you, everybody, for joining me, and we will see you again next time. Have a great night, everybody.